Alright, well, here we go. Leyndell, the last area of the game, Smile. I'm totally almost done. I'm not even worried about it. Okay, I want to check the other entrances. Let's go knock on the front door for a second. Did I go over here? I don't know if I did. You gonna give me another Godwin? Godfrey? Godric? Have I even been up here? Maybe I have, but by a different method. Have I been up here? I can't even convince her to I can't even convince her to eat delicious things. Like I just had I had a nice little shaving of pepper jack cheese. She wouldn't eat that, even though she likes butter and yogurt. Loves butter and yogurt. Cheese is a little more of a risk. I don't think I have been up here. I'm not sure there's much up here. You mean like, you know, getting her to like chop peppers and grate onions? Be nice. Oh, this is where the merchant is. I have been here. Right? I've been to this guy already. Yeah, okay, everything's fine. She really likes it. The sunglasses are, the sunglasses are a good look, but it's kind of complicated. Kind of hard to see your monitor sometimes. Are you gonna become a Belatra only streamer? Forfer? Nice. So is this door just gonna be straight up blocked? Have you been buying new suits, or you just have a bunch of formal wear? Okay, so he's right. Front door is not viable. One thing, there's a couple of things like that are sort of quality of life items that I always read about, but really can't be bothered ever doing. One of them is blue light blockers. One, I think, because I just don't want to have like things that make all my vision yellow like in the evening. I understand the benefits, but I really can't. I really just can't make myself do it. Even like having my like night light on my computer after 7 looks so stupid. That's a good idea. You should do it. Golden parry. What's that? Cool. Faith parry. I mean, like those like yellowish glasses that block blue light, which are very good for your sort of like your mitochondrial light health. I don't know, I can't make myself do it. It's always like one of those things that's like, it's kind of like a Steam game on your wish list. One of those things that's always on your wish list, but you never really convince yourself to buy it. You're just like, yeah, I like the idea, but it's probably a good idea. But I just can't quite pull the trigger on it. I just don't want to do it. That's exciting. You go to a wedding tomorrow. It's always nice. Sometimes I'm not in the mood to go to a wedding. Whenever I go there, I always have a good time. Even if I'm like not exactly like out in the mix too much sometimes. It's so fun to like kind of see all those people. Okay, so let's try this side, see if I see anything new. Is there in fact another way in? Who's getting married? Okay, clearly no entry here. The Blueston was right. There's really only one way in. This is weird, this little peninsula. Is there like a secret path over here? This guy, I'm not gonna bother you again, sir. You can live. But this like backs right up onto the walls. Which is nothing. That's good. Good for him. Do you mean family clown in a kind of a negative way or a positive way? Does he like brighten everyone's spirits? Or is it kind of like the, I don't know, the way dudes from Baltimore say clown? A little bit of both. An execution. Are you, so you're wearing nice clothes so that you're buried, so you can be buried in formal wear? I mean, when is it? Tomorrow? You'd think that, like, maybe you should make... If you've literally not spoken to her for 6 or 7 months, it might be the smart thing to do to say something before the wedding. Yeah, maybe you should consider reaching out to her before the wedding. Just to break the ice a little bit, as they say. Because, you know, it's about him, not you guys. Just maybe consider it. Might be a smart move. Okay, so they're right. This seems to be the only way in. Is there anything I want to back up and do? I can go back to the base, I guess. See what's going on here. Give everyone a little chit chat before I go on. Yeah. You don't want to be a sideshow. To like RP it? To RP it being like the independent rogue?
Ah, hello.
I don't find this place is like... This place doesn't feel as like critical as like say the Firelink Shrine does. In Dark Souls 3. That's like literally integral. This is not integral.
Journey to the capital, Leyndell.
The two fingers will.
You may be up.
I didn't realize you hadn't finished your first playthrough. Certainly is a long game. That was actually, I was talking about this earlier today, but that's actually like some of the thing that was like bothering me early on. Was just how big the map was. I was like, God, here we go again. Am I really doing this? Yeah, you can get some stuff for here. But like in Dark Souls 3, it's the only place you can level up. Plus like the smith is one of the only smiths. Here there's like dudes out in the map everywhere. If you wanted to do that style, you totally could. I'm gonna go to the smith, see if there's anything I'm missing in terms of something I want to level up.
Well, I took youth no matter to lay out your arm.
There's not really much point in doing this. Couple. Get to the point where we're getting low on something like 6, then I won't do that one. Like my little cup, it's got it's from the Hotel Bellevue de Lac Suisse. Got little butterflies on it. These are my backup coffee cups. When I want to have a little dainty second one, and all my other nice glass ones with the wireframe holder is in the washer. These angles look weird. When I walk past sharp objects, the screen like shakes. That's weird. I'm not pressing right stick. Something about that looks weird. Is it always like that? Or am I just kind of being paranoid? Alright, here we go. Into Leyndell. I'm happy with my whole setup, generally speaking. The game is feeling really easy right now. Hope it doesn't continue to be the case. Ever? What do you drink from? Your hand? Do you cup your hand? You drink from the faucet? Do you wrap your mouth around the faucet? Thermoses. I'm very aware of thermoses because my name being Thomas, people have been calling me Thermos since I was 9 years old. The spell might be too powerful for me to keep using. Is yours metal or plastic? Hope it's metal. Yeah, people have been calling me Thomas the Tank Engine or Thermos for like my whole life basically. I had a lot of nicknames in high school, mostly from my close friends. Thermos, Thermal, Theorem turned into Pythagoras. Not many people call me Thomas the Tank Engine that were actually my friends. I don't think I responded to it too well. It's also stupid. Just getting started, by the way, beautiful. Just getting started? One time, two of my friends just called me, like my two closest friends. I answer the phone. They're like, "Hey, what's going on, Pythagoras?" And then just like erupted into laughter. I was like, "What are you saying?" You know, Thermos, thermal, theorem, Pythagoras. All right. We had really complicated ones like that. Like the way we do nicknames of people got so complicated. It was like sixth order thinking. My friend's name is Steve Hu. He's Chinese. His name is Hu. So it's Steve Hu, and then Hu in French is Steve Key. And then that turned into, and then you turn into back into English. So Steve Key is in Key. And then the Spanish word for key is Jave. So they called him Steve Jave. Or key, Q-U-I, for the French word for who. And then the word for like bowling in French is Q-U-I-L-L-E-S, which is also Steve Key. So then they started calling him Steve Jave and Steve Bowling. It was so funny. This is an incredible view, by the way. I finally get to see the big tree. It went from really far away and ethereal to as soon as you get to here, it actually looks like a concrete again. I forgot about that. We called him Steve Key, Steve Jave, Steve Bowling. That was great. Those are good times. Yeah, Theoremas. That's not bad either. First off, stay calm. Usually they say that when I'm about to do some horrible mini game full of chariots or something. Okay, how much do I need for a level? 47,000. There's no way I have that. Steve Jave is a good one too. His name's Steve Hu. He's just like a quiet Chinese guy. What are you guys doing? I had to be careful with my two closest friends because like they always wanted to turn people into characters and like try to like make fun of them or give them names about their houses or their lives. Whoa, this is a huge level. So I had to like, sometimes I had to really shut down. They're like, I had 2 cats, a dog, and 2 budgies. And so they wanted to start calling my house the zoo. So sometimes you have to really like shut it down before they turn into a character yourself. Filipino? Filipinos are kind of like, I don't know how much like Spanish lineage is in Filipino or whether it's just in that language. There's a lot of characters in this game who are hostile but not hostile. It's like weirdos. That's a big dragon. This is extremely cool. This is kind of like the moment, that sign that said game just starting. It's kind of like in World of Warcraft when people say like once you hit level 60 the game actually is beginning. It's like, oh my god, I spent like months doing this. Now you're saying the game just started? That's what they used to say like at top level. Especially when it's 60. 1 to 60 used to be so miserable. This is gonna be Fountainhead Palace Sekiro vibes. Look at that guy, little marshmallow spinning along. Love it. It's a fast attack. Okay, I'm finally doing it. I'm taking the stupid thing off my bars. I just need my flasks. I'm not a complicated man. I've got spells. I got spells to cycle through. That's enough. Look at these golden rooftops. I'm extremely powerful right now. I got a lot of levels this game. I don't know where the comic quest is. Well, at least tell me, is it in... Did I miss it in the Altus Plateau? It's the only really thing I need to know. Okay, cool. As long as I didn't miss it. I really like this. Get me again. This guy is tenacious. Ugh! The range on this epee. Is he gonna kill me? No. Okay, that was close. The main thing that's gonna like... I have a really big engagement spell now. The full moon, the dark moon. I feel like very over-leveled for this. So if it's been in a place I passed by, that's good to know. But if I'm just gonna get to it eventually, that's fine too. This spell is so busted. It's really hard not to use right now. I'm really enjoying it. You like accidentally hit people sometimes. Okay, so there's a doorway there. Since when am I using magic downpour? I think I forgot to put up the archer. They're so cute. Little chubbos. I don't think I need to make a binding decision like that currently. All these indoor places. This is pretty new. Domiciles. I like their music making. That makes me happy. Excuse me. Oh, this guy again. This rascal. Okay, so they're just connected. It's the same two. Okay, that's good. I don't know. Finland's pretty close to Germany. Maybe there's a couple extra Rudolphs. Maybe if you're Spanish, you know a couple of Rodolfos. True. Or is that Norwegians? Icelandics? Who are the real reindeer experts? Hey, get up. I dare you. This is actually so nice. Yeah, okay. Oh, uh-oh. We stirred the pot here. Is it a godskin? Sometimes I try to be cheeky. Tweak his Finnish nose about like their national boundaries. Something I learned growing up in Ottawa is like right on the border between Ontario and Quebec. So there's a lot of French Canadians as well as like English speaking Canadians. And something I realized is like people only are really like against, this is a lot of different ways to go. People are only really like prejudiced to some degree against like their like immediate neighbors, you know what I mean? Which are often some of the people you have the most in common with, but like because you're kind of like, I don't know, competing for resources or whatever. I used to like think when I was in Ottawa that like anyone I saw with like a Quebec license plate, I just instantly kind of thought they were a jerk. I instantly didn't like them. I'm lost. This area is so busy. Whenever I would just like see someone driving or something like that, if like I would just see the Quebec license plate, I'd instantly sort of judge them a little bit. Like, ah, this guy's a jerk, or something. But like that's just because like you're on each other's, like you guys are on each other's, stepping on each other's toes. You know what I mean? Like why would I care about someone from like Bangalore or something? It doesn't matter. It's the people who you like share a border with or something that you like really tend to dislike. I understand that. Japan and Korea or something. Red Tip Peter. I think you should probably see a nurse if that's the problem. It's a big area. I'm like, I feel like I've already like missed a bunch of different ways I could have gone. No lightning, please. We're not doing that. Hey man, we all make poor decisions. Whoa, that guy's tanky. How did I hit his shield? Through the shield, though. Yeah, now it's pale. Now it's pale pink. Back to normal. Another funny thing about Europe is like slightly different Christmas traditions. Like the Belgians are all about Black Peter. That's a funny one. Oh! I forgot about that guy. I haven't seen him since the bridge. Hits me with the absolute rapid fire, with the stagger too, no less. I never saw a single episode of Atlanta. Looked like it was quite good. Oh, hey.
My utmost thanks for bringing me to the base of the Erd Tree.
Now.
Here, I can govern
I will
my
betray
own
you.
movement, and thus, the accord is fulfilled. I shall depart to ascertain the purpose I was given. Farewell.
Bye.
I shall leave Torrent, and the power to turn runes into strength. Here, with you, I wish you luck in realizing your ambition. You have fought long and hard. I have no doubt you will become Elden Lord. May you take the throne.
I don't know what to think about this. What's she gonna turn into? Look at this whole thing again? Did I really not get a single grace? That whole time? Before getting assassinated for 100% of my health by a flame machine gun? Oy vey. Rock Sling is good because it's the cheapest one. Actually, it's very long range too. Oh, come on. Stop it. Rock Sling is weirdly long range. That's a good thing for a show to be. You gotta get weird sometimes without like relying on weirdness, you know? You mean like the larger of the little marshmallow pudgy boys? No, my soul! I'm alive. Whoa. That was almost really bad. That was almost really bad. Okay, we're almost where we were. So I jumped up here before, right? Yeah, that's why my souls are this way. I jumped up on the roofs. No wonder I was so confused where I was going. Randomly hopping around. And I jumped up here, right? My souls are in here downstairs, right? No, downstairs is there. I went upstairs and then got assassinated? Huh? Was that equipable? What did I just pick up? So here's a weird one. You know how they have all these like different mixed physics ones? All the ones that you can make the flasks from? This is one of the weirdest ones, I think. So this is weird. There's two of these. I don't understand the point of this, I guess because you want to have a full heal. A lot of these make sense. There's a really weird one I picked up recently. This one. Temporarily, it reduces equip load in mixed physic. That's so weird. I understand. This is a good one, I think. But this one's a super weird one. Just to go from a medium to a light roll for a boss fight or something? If you were planning another playthrough, you should farm one of those horns. Why? Because that kind of playthrough is a good one? I'm pretty sure I know how I would play another playthrough. Or at least, like, I have an idea how I would do it. What I have in mind for next one. But I don't know when it would. I don't know when I would do that. Maybe before the next FromSoft game comes out. I would do the old warm up. Where are my souls compared to my body? I guess I went down below. Yeah, it's nice to have a little suit to try on, you know? So did I drop down another level? He's about to assassinate me again. There's three of them. Oh no! Oh, I didn't even press triangle on it. Wow, that's so... There's some sort of like... You can't spam triangle on the runes and always pick them up. Yeah, that's probably what I do. That's so annoying. One, I knew I shouldn't have ran away from that guy because I knew he was going to do the ranged spell if I ran away. But I should have been able to get around the corner and pick that up. I don't know what happened. That went wrong there. Yeah, a lot of dragon spells, hopefully. And then various incantations. And then hopefully get some sort of like actual martial arts to use. That'd be the fun way to do it. Probably just do it as New Game +1. I can't believe this happened. That was so stupid. Like spamming triangle on my runes. And that often is not effective, which I don't care for. Rocksling does as much as like the arrow does. It's like a crazy effective spell. Except when it's not. It's also one of the rare spells that like it's also one of the rare spells that you can fire behind you and it'll still hit the right direction. Because like, you raise them up and then send them down. That's a lot of dragons. I have 19. Wait. So I suppose what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to pick the lever here. Okay, got it. I think I have 16 dragon hearts right now. I'm slightly stressed that the means of buying incantations and dragon spells aren't going to carry over to New Game Plus. I'm slightly stressed about that. In terms of maybe I should do it now, but at the same time it seems like I would be making uneducated decisions. Look, it's so crazy. Those guys are really hard. Even when I was fighting them one-on-one, they have really quick range. Like the rapier was like totally punishing me inside that small room. But that is like, I guess that's me just being a caster. It's like 100 to 0 with stagger. In fact, just that dude is really weird. You mean like a hitless run or something? I mean, he's clearly the one you need to kill. Page Trousers. So I'm gonna drop down there, turn around, and assassinate him. I'll probably use a flask too. I mean, there's other ways I could probably go that probably get me a grace. Let's see. Saw that guy already, didn't I? I think I've been through there. I might as well do it here. He's so fast, oh my god. Look, that's so crazy. Impressive. I might have to drop down with a phalanx. But I dropped down and he attacked me before I could even hit him. Into like a mid-range 100 to 0. Yeah, and then they have a little, and then they danced on my grave. Okay. Bud. That's like suddenly one-shot that guy. This guy's not observant. I think maybe a long-range spell like that is a better choice. Ooh. I mean, it's nice to have a challenge. I kind of rolled through Alta's Plateau, like literally 4 to 5 shotting bosses. So it's nice to have someone kind of wrecking me a little bit. Good old Night Comet. Good old rock. Nothing beats rock. Anyway, these guys keep showing up, so I better get whatever's down here. And get out. Vulgar, are you still playing much Magic the Gathering? So I've been here before. I went this way and went straight. Man, this is a maze. Did I come this way? Obviously not. I think I came down the stairs and then I went straight through the other area. Yeah, coming through the main entrance would have been easier for sure. But the problem is my super OP spell was a bit slow in the ramp up there. No. Which one was that? Are you playing on a mobile or are you playing on a computer? Okay, that's where the guy came from before. To the right is where that other guy is. Is the mobile game good? Bravo Vince thing. Oh, okay. So it's Better Call Saul thing. All right. This guy actually gave me a really good piece of gear when I first fought him. I think I might still have my flask there. I think I still have my flask protection there. I didn't really notice. This is hard because it seems like everywhere I go is like this committed route. That was wild. That I know I'm not like citing this list as being anything definitive, but people having like Better Call Saul at what, like top 10 or something like that, I didn't really feel like it had that much like cultural impact. I feel like everyone who watched it liked it, but I didn't feel like it had any sort of outreach. George R. R. Martin had like an actually good post on his blog the other day. Which is pretty rare. It was like, here, the newest episode of House of the Dragon had a great dragon fight. And then he talked about dragons, and he talked a lot about like the inner details of dragons in his books and what things the show did right and like other things. So he does like a long post on like what he thinks about dragons, including saying some stuff about like what things about dragons will be answered in the new books. Yeah, that was like probably the best, most informative post he's ever written. It wasn't like it was like a world building post, as opposed to like an update post. Really good. Hey buddy, seen you guys in a while. Yeah, I can get one moon off before I gotta heal. Are you confused? I think you're confused. Oh, don't kill me, please! Oh. That guy had a bit of an issue there. Yeah, that was actually a really good point, I thought. About, how ridiculous it is that dragons have, like, wings and forelegs. I also like that he gives, like, the 50,000 runes. Nice. That makes up for my pain and suffering from before. Give me a grace. A lot of times lately, like, random bosses are just, like, showing up as, like, unnamed duders. In the battlefield outside the castle, they just gave me Godfrey. He just went down in 4 hits. So weird. I'm so weirded out by that. This game's commitment to, like, open world is, like, continuing to be so impressive to me. You can literally jump everywhere and go everywhere. No, in the battlefield, like, there was a Godric, like, around here somewhere. in all those like pits. Where do I go? I need a state of grace. Spend like $1 million. Margaret? Margaret? Shang Tsung? Goro? I feel like going this way past where that tree spirit was is probably the best call for where I can get a grace. I want to get up there. Unclear whether I can. Maybe here. Nice. Holy grease? I'm looking for grace, not grease. God, this microphone sucks. Speaking of grease, why is that door all waxy? Greasy door? Later, losers. Oh, is the one-shot expert behind me? No. I'm not worried about you. One thing that was fun yesterday is the windmill. The windmill place with the dancing ladies. Really? 2,600 songs? What's like the bit rate like? Nice. I was just thinking, if that was Bloodborne, I would have walked down that alley and then 3 dogs would have rushed me. Man, this place is bewildering. Uh-oh. Reefer? Oh, almost. We're at the point now where I might have to jack up how many magic flasks I'm using. Not taking too much damage, but it's, you know, it's expensive one-shotting everybody. One of those guys again, huh? Okay, let's do some tests on the range of Rock Sling. Oh, they run out of gas. Interesting. It's a really cheap spell. And you can do it backwards. I'll show you next time. I mean, that's good to know, Vulgar. I was actually, on a related note, somewhat related, I was actually thinking lately that maybe I would consider paying for YouTube Premium. I have like a number of people who said it's worth it. I don't understand what it gives that makes it worth it, honestly. But for me, there's a lot of like podcasts or things like that I listen to that are only on YouTube. Or they're on YouTube like a day before they're on Spotify. And the fact that I can't minimize YouTube to listen to it, I have to like keep it in my pocket and like hope that like the phone screen doesn't decide that it's been touched. Sometimes that's useful. Also, I watch more YouTube on my smart TV now, which means you can't avoid ads. Or like maybe you can, but I don't know how. I was thinking about it. $12.50 a month, that's not bad if you do yearly. just had a number of people say that it's really worth it. I don't know what it is about. I don't know what makes it worth it though. Oh. He won that round. Oh. Oops. Firefox lets you listen to... I use the YouTube app, and it's pretty useful. As long as there's a way to do it. This is wild. Who used this thing? Whose pillar is this? Oh, I'm out of magic. Forget this guy. Do I not use YouTube on the Firefox? I don't have Firefox. I use the YouTube app on my phone. And then I use Chrome on my phone. I use Chrome on my computer too. Just over here avoiding jabronis. So what does Firefox do to make it that there's less ads? Oh god. There he is. Tommy's in trouble. The fact that I haven't found a Grace yet is really creeping me out, man. Should I have gone the other way? Oh, here it is. Nice. Okay, great. Phew. It's getting a little dicey. Oh, I have U-Block too. I don't get ads on YouTube on my computer. So what's that? 28,000. It was wild that like YouTube just like gave up their like competition with uBlock Origin. That was crazy. They just gave up. Now they're trying to do like in-stream ads. What did I say? 28,000? My number here. I still need 18,000, 17,000. 17,000. Like, YouTube tried refreshing their scripts to detect ad blockers basically every day for a couple of months. And they essentially gave up. And then they now are trying to find ways to serve you ads inside the platform. Like through the stream is what they're going to try to do. Apparently. uBlock was like working hard at that shit, man. Unreal. YouTube was kind of trying the dual approach. They're like half trying to guilt you, half trying to force you. Kind of like, I don't think they were sure on their approach there. Bing, 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 bing. We have a winner. Beep, 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 beep. Not only am I getting a daily bit, I'm also getting sometimes as many as 3 cents a day on ads. I don't have any ads set up on my platform, but some days, a couple of days recently, 3 cents a day on ads. Not bad. Adding to my stack. About the ad blocker thing, like, there's just a certain point where, I was talking about this the other day, but like, there's a certain point where I just started watching a majority of my stuff on Twitch and YouTube compared to like normal things. And like at a certain point, you're like, dude, I can't spend this percentage of my life watching ads. Yeah, I wonder how Twitch serves ads that they're paying me for. It's because I don't, besides having scheduled ads. I think some people get pre-roll or something. Even if you don't set up pre-roll. God, this level is huge. I'm lost. Yeah, I was actually just, okay, can you give me, you don't have to, but like, do you have a good argument for why YouTube Premium is worth it? I've had a couple of people say they like it. But like, ad blocker works for me on YouTube. Oh, Jesus, somebody die here. That guy's a rapid fire firer. Oh, I know, this level's huge. I can tell. Even the first time I saw it, I'm like, this is massive. But that's the way it always is. So when you first start a level, it's confusing. Where'd this guy go? Whoa. Oh there, buddy. I can't click on him. I think less people have PCs now for sure. I think it's fair to say. The second strike often does a frost proc as well. Oh, that hit me, really? Oh, shit. Oh, the range on that. Tommy's in trouble. This guy's range is really good. These guys are fun to fight. Such monsters. One of those guys I was just running around Limgrave or Liurnia, and he was a pretty hard fight, but he gave you like this amazing like incantation book or something. I think he gave you a monk prayer book. So YouTube Premium, what happened to the YouTube Premium thing? So what is it besides ad blocking? I mean, there's ad blocking and there's watching things with YouTube minimized. This is quite a dragon. I'm not sure what else YouTube Premium does. Premium. YouTube Premium. Josie, how's the like... all my videos YouTube, it's pretty good. Oh yeah, YouTube music as well, right? Josie, how's the TikTok views going? Do you still get way better views on TikTok than Twitch, but still consider yourself like a Twitch man? Is that still a fair description? I can't go down here to this new area yet. I got so much more to explore. Would you still say that's a fair description? Like, don't you dual stream though? Oh, yeah, yeah. It's fair. I just got that weapon, the Giant's Club. That one's hilarious. I see so many people running around with that in the Ghosts. Whether I like to or not, I've made it down here. So it's a PC lag more than a stream lag, huh? So it's like computer rather than bitrate? Oh god. Right. Every game with a castle has an area like this. Oh, I'm dead. I'm gonna die. Nope, got him. Every game with a castle has an area like, oh, that was close. One little sneaker in the corner. Is he dead? Okay. Okay, see you later, pal. Hope you're doing well. Maybe I'll start giving you bits offline. I find it reassuring to see you on at night. Go see what you're doing. Transporter? Nice. Alright. Thomas, just buy some Japanese robes and wear them as a joke and commit to wearing them as a joke in your wizard playthrough in the hottest month of the year. What could possibly go wrong? Oh, hell yeah. That's where I want to be. On someone's primary monitor, there's too much pressure. Secondary monitor, that's the dream. Where am I? This level's so huge. That's the Grace. That's down to the other area. I'm a second monitor kind of guy. I was. The spotlight was on. You can see every pore. Threefer? Can I get the threefer? Oh man, they outlasted each other. Oh my god. You got some spellcasters in the house. See him sidestep me there? Respect. These guys are called Carrion Knights, right? What job did I pick? In Final Fantasy 14? Oh, White Mage. And I just stuck with it. I didn't switch around. I was like the little baby man. What's the baby race called? I played like a little white healing baby. Pretty fun. Yeah. Falafel. Okay, so where'd I come from? I came from down there where the Grace is. Let's look around this upper block here. So what expansion are you on currently? Isn't there like 5? Okay, gotta take out that lion. Dawn Trail? Stone base game? Yeah. I had a lot of fun playing that game. I remember the stage you're at now. You're just kind of like wandering around. You're having friendly interactions with people. You're like chopping birch. You're having a great time. I hope. These guys are everywhere, man. I'm dead. I didn't realize I was a half health. No? No raids? No dungeons? There's usually like a penultimate dungeon per area, I felt. Yeah. Well, maybe that's how you know the game's getting too big. That was a funny era. Like when people actually tried to make new MMOs, being like, we can be as good as Blizzard. Let's make WildStar. Let's make this. And then people play it, but it's like a couple thousand people. That's it. Now it feels like it's kind of like we're in like the NVIDIA or AMD era. Like people know it's not really much point. Like the upkeep costs and like the sunk cost of how many people are in it is too high. I don't know. I could be just like, that just seems to be the sense. There's a couple, there's like Asian ones, because Asian ones are like different. They're really grind heavy and very pretty and like very different playstyle. There's some, just not that many. I shot stupid. Hit the wall in front of you. Oh, my shield. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Oh, there's a dude. I'm in big trouble here. I think there's probably a knight behind me. Make my life living hell. I gotta survive one more shot here. Okay, whew, got a little dicey. Hey. Yeah, I kind of remember that. That did have hype, actually. Now all I remember Conan for is that the first game with a dick slider. I think it's because the first app is like always... it always nails the idea the best, you know what I mean? Like no one's ever gonna like go to threads long term, except unless you're someone who like really, really disagrees with the initial platform. I think people just stick to that until like the next thing, and then before you know it, the next thing is the main thing. I wonder what the next thing after TikTok will be. Like, what's the next style of sort of like entertainment social media? Something more interactive or like VR-y, I guess, a little bit. Decapitations and dick size sliders? Can't hit at all. That's all you need, really. Hey, you. Die. Should I try to make that jump? I don't think I can make it. Internet Explorer, from what I understand, was like the classic, like Microsoft using their like Windows home field advantage, just basically just to beat Netscape. Yeah, it's true. Twitter bought Vine like years ago. That's like a historic miss. I mean, probably just the reason like I think the reason TikTok is like so much more dominant than Vine to some degree is the like I think from what I understand the browsing algorithm is way better. But I don't really use it. This guy was pretty close to hitting me there. Like that's the biggest thing with TikTok, from what I understand. It's really, really, really good at like figuring out what stuff you actually want. Whatever you think about it, otherwise, I think that's what it does really well. Yeah, I think sometimes people just like buy something to eat it up. You know what I mean? It's very rare that there's like a Facebook Instagram thing where it actually works out well. Sun Microsystems? AOL? Yahoo? Yahoo had like one of those. Yahoo had a huge fumble like that too, wasn't it? Wasn't like, didn't Yahoo have like the ability to buy Google at like 10 million or something? It's like one of the all-time hugest bag drops. This is a confusing level. I'm gonna go the opposite way from where I saw him. Yeah, exactly. This is like down to like investment, but also like emergency preparedness or things like that. I heard a really good Warren Buffett quote recently, which is like, it's not till the tide goes out that you see who's naked. It's a really, really good quote. What's up, boys? You guys want a full moon? I got one. Oh, God. You tanked it again, rascal. I like flask usage is up. Right. It all comes down to like leadership, I guess. Like if you think about like how Amazon started, just like the books part of it. Something I've kind of like grown to respect about Amazon is like where I live now, because there's like no, like the closest major city is like an hour away. These guys have really humanoid faces. That's weird. Because it's only like the closest like actual major city is an hour and a half away. There's a lot of things that like Amazon showing up in a day or two is like really important. You know what I mean? I can order like a lot of stuff that gets here like really quickly. Should be using cheaper spell. I'm kind of running out of gas here. Like I'm getting like weird Japanese food products, like dried food products and all these things. That I would have to go to like Montreal, Ottawa for. I don't have enough gas to go through a new area like this unless there's a race here. I kind of hope that culture's starting to change a little bit. But I don't know. There seems to be a lot of talk about how like the quarterly financial report employment structure is like a really stupid way to run your company. But it doesn't mean that anything's going to change about it. But it's mostly just stuff within like video games and other things like that. Like markets actually pay attention to. That sucks. Yeah, it's mostly, this is cool. It's mostly just within video games. Like people talking about Larian or FromSoft. Talking about different cultures of hiring and firing, and like actually kind of like investing in your employees. It's just very different than like the American AAA studios or European ones. Okay, where am I going? Yeah, no, I need to change my flask allocation. I'm not taking very much damage here, but I'm running through magic. I'm also being like a little bit... I've been doing so much open world stuff that I'm not using my most efficient spells. I'm just using powerful ones. So it hasn't been going that well. Yeah, exactly. But at least they're getting more attention. Okay, so here's the original Grace for where I started. Okay, we got a shortcut. Nice. Oof. How many souls do I have? 33,000? Alright, let's keep going. I would like some levels now. I was talking about this earlier today, but I actually am at a point where I actually need more I actually need more endurance. Like, I don't have enough stamina to spam spells. So weird. Like, I run out of stamina before I run out of endurance. Okay, let's check this area out, where it just was. So that's next. Like, endurance's cap is at 25 and 60, so I probably will get to 25 endurance. I'm at 10 right now. At least another 5 or 10 would count. Would help me spam a couple more spells. I think this spell is incredible because not only is it huge damage, but it gives them frostbite and gives them... They take a 10% damage buff for the rest of it. It's really only worth using Dark Moon on strong bosses. My cheapest spell is Rock Sling. Comet's really strong. Night Comet doesn't miss. That was all I could cast before my endurance runs out. Revitalizing Tonic. Are we talking about Abe Simpson here? What are these heroes rune? They're they're giving me like just fat rune things here. Revitalizing Tonic! The Comet spell and the Dark Moon Comet spell is like... Yeah, we're doing pretty good now damage-wise. As I said before, like that 50 to 60 intelligence threshold has made a lot of like the mini boss fights, like the minor boss fights, like really crazy. I don't remember. Probably. I was reading The Assassination of Jesse James by the coward something Ford, whatever it's called. Robert Ford? The Assassination of Jesse James by the coward Robert Ford. The book that got made into like the movie that Brad Pitt was in. That's a good movie with Casey Affleck. And so Jesse James was one of those guys who's kind of like into like weird natural tonics and herbs and all these things. Put this on your hair to not lose your hair, or take this when you're sick, all that kind of stuff. It made me realize that like that's not just a modern phenomenon. People have been like that. There's been weirdos like that for a long time, looking for like secret natural solutions that no one knows about. Just rub tar and beetroot in your hair and you won't lose it. It was good. It's by, the director's name is like Andrew Dominic or something. Every movie he has is very, very, very well shot, I think. Like, way more than the average person's. That was a great movie. Also a trippy ending, too. The book was good. It's all like celebrities. Oh god. Am I dead? No. Ah. They're fast with that. Same thing every book's about. It's like celebrity worship and like betrayal. Apparently Brad Pitt's like in and producing that like Formula One movie. I feel like it's, oh god. Wow, nice. That guy was Batman there. That's kind of like movies can make a lot of money, but it's probably pretty boring. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm not like necessarily judging those things. There's a lot of those things I think about myself. Just made me realize it's not like a new phenomenon, you know what I mean? I'll drink black seed oil, I'll try weird stuff. It's not like modern medicine is like that good for people. Super prescription druggy. It's not really the solution unless you have like actual issues, you know? No, I mean like you're like I'm just saying I'm not judging those people. Ow. They've just been around. It's not like it's just not a modern phenomenon. Ow. It does seem like I just wish I understood the dynamics why. Well, and I don't know. I wish I understood the dynamics of why doctors are so like easy to prescribe like really altering medications to people so quickly. Part of it seems to be, of course, that like you see people for so little time, 8-minute appointments, whatever. Like it's I don't know. Another one. Can I fight this guy? What just happened? I don't have enough heals, but I do have enough. If I'm careful, I'll have enough though. Oh. Shit. Gotta gas. Roll, roll. Okay, that was good. That my plan is to spend the whole day in the same suit from home to wedding to back, 9 a.m. to 11:30. Yeah, I would probably like take your jacket off in the evening once you get into like the dining and dancing part. Why are you guys starting so early? Why are you wearing a suit at 9 a.m.? Because of anti-inflammatories, antibiotics, and antidepressants work good enough at the time for you to be off their backs. Yeah, exactly. They're like, try this, and if things are better, then that's it. But like the kind of real stuff, like what's your diet like, how much do you exercise, like what's your lifestyle like, those kind of things you can't do on like a walk-in visit. I just like have, my dad's side of the family is like more prone to kind of like mental health issues, generally speaking, than my mom's side. Actually, whatever. My dad's side's pretty prone to it. It's just too many people I know get prescribed stuff that you're then on for like 2 decades. There's just no way that's like the best solution. Like you have to learn, your body has to learn to regulate itself to some degree. I know not everybody can, and people have like actual chemical like discrepancies, but you can't be on like 3 psychological meds for like the rest of your life and expect to like be in good shape. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the big. That's another big problem. Is like how many people are actually about change, or how many people want an instant solution. That's also something I've noticed as well. Is that like a lot of people who are kind of like pretty depressed tend to quit a new lifestyle change really quickly, unless it works instantly, and nothing works instantly. My cousin started taking depression medication, and she said it like worked. She woke up the next morning and things were better. I was like, I'm not sure that's how it works. I didn't say much about it, but like, I think it's a placebo effect. Have to travel to Helsinki from Tampere? How far a trip is that, Vulgar? Oh god, not you guys again. Freddy got fingered. Oh. What just happened there was a strange Elden Ring thing where I switched flasks, and then just as I did, my HUD disappeared because I got out of combat. So I was stuck on the same flask that I'd been on before. So I just wasted one of my healing flasks. Partially because I have the HUD turning off. I don't think it's really worth it. I think it's just better to keep it on. Now that I'm halfway through the game or whatever the hell I am, it's time to just basically just keep it on. But the advantage of having the HUD on auto is that you know when you're in combat because your HUD comes back on. I was the same way. I was like 22 or something like that. And like went to go see a doctor when I was living in Jasper. Kind of just like said how I was feeling and everything. And they gave me antidepressants. And like after about 5 days, I realized that I was being really, really cold. Where did this person come from? I was being really cold and like quite cruel to people around me. Jesus. Oh no. Oh no. And so I threw them out. I was being really like, it just kind of like, it didn't turn me into a zombie in that I was sedated. It turned me into a zombie in that I was like, it's just my, like I was colder. Vulgar. We're not American. You don't have to translate into miles here. In fact, I prefer if you didn't. Save your brain power. Oh god, I knew that was about to happen. I'm dead. God, this sucks. Yeah. I was talking with this recently with someone. Maybe they're American, maybe they weren't. But some parts of metric are good. Yeah, exactly. I think probably because we're Canadian, we get a bit of both. Yeah, yeah, it was you. We were talking about this a while ago. Like, I really prefer Imperial for height and, like, weight, but not distance. I have a funny feeling there's not going to be a Grace here. I'm out of gas again. I can't beat this guy. Maybe I can. Alright, let's find out. I think the guys didn't have that much health. That should be fine. Okay. Yeah, you're right. The big thing I was saying is how, like, height is so worthless in centimeters. Who cares? The numbers don't mean anything. Yeah, it's true. Slap shots and pitches, they're the exception. So what did I just get from that? I got a Lost Ash of War and a Somber Smithing Stone. And I'm completely out of gas. Like, I like inches over centimeters. A mile is, like, almost too large. Yeah. That's why all Canadians have bad digestion. Because our tummies are changing it from From ounces to kilos. That's so stupid. Can I go this way? I got like 2 spells left in me. I think a mile is like too long. It's hard to like, it's hard to eyeball a mile, you know? If I drop down here, I'm 100% dying. Look at this place. This has got creepos written all over it. Well, let's find out. Could be like a black knife assassin, but to jump out of like the walls or something. This has been interesting. I'm so strapped for resources, this place. Was that in Ireland? I actually have no idea what the difference between a yard and a meter is. I always thought they were the same. Okay, I'm here again. I hear a scarab. I'm really low on Estus flasks. I should really go back to that. Stupid state of grace before I get murdered. Yeah, I've heard that before. They're like, that's weird. A good example we're talking about is in the beginning of Frisky Dingo Season 2. When the American and the Dutch guy are like the 2 scientists working together. And the guy's like, yeah, it was about 3 feet. Well, about a meter. Shut up, Dutchie. God. Okay, that was an Ash of War. That was not in fact retaliation. Okay, this is where I run for my life. I don't want to be here. This is all new. Oh god. Oh Jesus. I'm gonna get myself caught in a corner here. It's gonna be really bad for me. I just did. Am I dead? No. Have I been here before? Yes. Is this backwards or forwards? Okay, we're back here. Okay, it's all fine. Do people use... Are there people who use accessories for frisbee golf? The same way that people who are throwing balls for their dog but don't have a good arm use those like arm plastic launcher things? I think I have to teleport. Can't? I'm in combat with those rascals still. Pretty close. There we go. Nice. A 330 meter, a 1,000-foot frisbee throw? That's insane. What was that, 14,000? I probably have that. He's making up numbers. 1,000-foot, 3 football fields frisbee throw. That's like a very specialized body to have. Okay, 5 points in endurance. Let's go. Like, if you ask me how much of like a sense of this level I have, it's very low. I'm gonna go up the dragon. Oh boy. Oh no. Oh no. This is bad. This is really bad. I'm lost. I can't see anything. I can't see anything. Am I stuck against this guy? This game sucks. I was completely pinned in there. I couldn't see. I was backing up the wrong way. Canadian football had like a... Canadian football had a peak in like the mid-90s. Since then, who knows what people are doing. Just eventually money talks, right? And you become a feeder league. I blame Doug Flutie and Rocket Ismail going to the NFL. Yeah, bigger ball. It's useless. I don't know why. It's cool, but it's sort of strange, you know what I mean? Like, you don't want to train on something that you're not gonna be in the big leagues with. This is really funny. Where you going, bud? Facing the wrong way, pal. Canadian Football League is a place where failed NFL players go to make like a middle-class salary to play football. The ball is bigger. I was at like a clothing store in Ottawa, and there was a guy who was like very clearly American who played on the CFL team, and we were both using the 2 change rooms at the clothing store. And I forget how he did that. I forget what was the circumstance, but it didn't take him very, very long of us like talking as we both got out of the change rooms to start like showing me pictures of like naked girls on his phone. He segued to that really, really quickly. I was like, all right, man. So I'll see you later. Like, it was like, oh, you want to see this? I'm like, I didn't say anything, but sure. He's like, sorry, I got distracted with all these ladies on my phone. Do you want to see? American players usually can't cut it in the CFL. It's too fast. What do you mean? CFL players are where like NFL players go if they can't make the NFL. But you don't think an NFL player like at a high level, like an actual like guy who had a significant career in the NFL wouldn't do well in the CFL? Just like on talent alone, they would crush it. So, okay, so then why weren't they in the NFL making more money? Because they failed out of the NFL? And if you fail out of 2 leagues, it's more like a comment on your athleticism. If you think that like JJ Watt or like Rob Gronkowski would like not have like completely dominated the CFL, I don't know, man. I guess the sort of like part that makes it difficult is that there's no one who like succeeded in the NFL who then tried in the CFL. If you succeed in the NFL, by definition, you're not going to try in the CFL. You're just not going to be there. So I don't know what kind of sample size that could be. Ooh, a Grace. Lucky me. I'm not sure how to like wrap my head around what you're saying. Like, I kind of understand it, but there's no question that the most elite athletes in football are in the NFL. A cane sword hitting me back with the Bloodborne classic. Yeah, I know the guy you're talking about. I forget his name right now. I think this is like some like pro-Canadian propaganda. Like just like the test, like who gets tested for football. There's like almost no one who could make both leagues who would. Who's that guy? Oh, it's a tree. That looks like a guy. And then you zoom in as a tree. That's weird. I think what you're saying is ridiculous. What has happened? I wonder what just changed. I didn't see anything. I want to kind of try to wrap my head around whether we're like arguing things that are at least comparable. Like the cream of the crop of the NFL, like the top 20% of performers, something like that, would like probably absolutely dust in both games. The top 20% of the CFL. They're just like, it's the same way like hockey players in Canada get tested. We find more of the best players. Ooh, nice shot. I'm dead. Oh, that was close. Ooh, that was really close. I feel like I already had that halberd. Okay, do I go this way or do I go down the stairs? I think I just did go down the stairs, right? Okay, I kind of have an idea where I am. That's the disadvantage of rock sling. And bumping into like a tree trunk sometimes. Oh yeah, there's not a one-to-one comparison. But what I'm saying is like all the best players are in the NFL. I don't think it's like... I think it's next to impossible to dispute considering how many people fail down to the CFL. Oh shit, this guy. Uh-oh. He's still gonna fucking kill me. See? Need a quick night comment here. There we go. What opportunity? Have I been here? It looks like no. Any player who's really good in the CFL will for sure get a test to the NFL. Sure, definitely people who can excel at different leagues. We're running in circles here. I get your point. I understand your point. I just think it's a little bit of like a... It's like a little bit nitpicky or something. Like, it's not like... I don't think the reality is that the leagues are totally, like, completely different, testing for different things. The NFL is like the tier 1 league. Where am I going? Oh, do I have a rock sling left? No. I think I fought this guy once. I accidentally cast my left hand on my right hand. Okay, where am I going? God, this whole area is so confusing. Can I get my horse here? No. So I don't feel like I made like a good dash at the Royal Capital, and yet here I am over here now. Vulgar, if you're gonna take like a trip to a different town tomorrow, why don't you bring like a duffel bag with a change of clothes and wear like semi-formal early and then go fully formal later? I came from here. Let's go down this staircase over here. Same suit for the whole day is kind of understandable, but... This is such a huge area. There's interesting physics on rock sling. The rocks eventually run out of the kind of gravity starts to like enact its force on them. Where's this? So this is just like our round hall, right? Yeah. It's interesting. Could this be sorcery indeed, sir? Yeah, that's the other thing too. If you got all that stuff to do, it is July. It might be good to have a change of clothes. Not be all sweaty. Oops. Crap. This is interesting. Do I recognize any of this from where I've been before? No. Hey, buddy. Shit, on spell. Shit. I'm so stuck here. Ugh. He turned and like perfectly pinned me into the wall there. That's the way toward the castle. Maybe I should do that first, but I guess let's go this way first. I want to see that, I want to see that mimicry. Yeah, what did this do, I wonder? Can't tell. Maybe it'll open the door right below me. We'll never know. Where am I going? I know I didn't drop down here. This is the place I was before, so I can drop down here, maybe take a bit of damage. We're good. So this is the main door of the place that's like our base. Albrick. This is exciting. Does Tommy finally have a new look? Strengthens Thorn Sorcery. I guess that's what all these things do? I mean, it's good that all the pieces upgrade the set. Except the panties. I have no idea what Thorn Sorcery is, but I guess we'll find out. I'm not gonna whack off the statues, you weirdo. And if you didn't mean that, then well, I apologize. Real defensive positioner. Bulgar? Can you see him being the hotshot striker? The big personality? He's back there like real. He's back there like Ferdinand. Okay, so we opened the first thing. Got it. That door, I think, opened from that lever. So I gotta go back upstairs. Visions of plump sort, likely sleep. I miss him too. I miss the Onion Knight of I miss the Onion Knight of Katarina myself. Oh yeah. Okay, how do I get back up there? After I died, that was a classic mistake dropping down. I needed to get all that loot. I missed it. So how am I gonna get back up there? More music here. I gotta go back. I gotta loop around, I think. Let's go this way and get murdered by that dude again. Alright, you rascal, come get some. Oh, wrong spell. A lot of souls. 3,000 some? Can't click on him. Stupid walls in the way. Oh, I hate that. $736 is a lot of damage. Okay, let's go down the hallway here. Running out with the torch up. This feels good. Yeah, you gotta tell us. Pesapalo is good, but really it's all just failed MLB players. They never would have cut it in the major leagues. Uh-oh. We're going upwards. Where am I going next? Is the nest like the ball, like the glove? This is cool. This is the divine lift. Oh, I found it again. Sorry. I'm just egotistical. I needed to insert myself. You're trying to avoid winter sports as a kid? Brother, I feel that. That was a Louis C.K. bit. I saw like on YouTube recently. He's like, there's three things now that he's like, there's three things at my age that like it's too late to get started on, and that's fighting people, blowing men, and winter sports. Like skiing. When am I supposed to start skiing? I'm gonna tear an ACL on the first day. Where am I? Okay, so this is for the rune that you get after fighting the dude, I guess. Alright, cool. Where am I? On an island? Okay, take the one that's under here. Fortified manor first. Snowboarding? I feel like I've missed the boat. I'm okay with that. But it is important, especially if you live in Canada, to have some love of like outdoor winter sports. Because you get warm and you get exercise. And those are things that are like kind of hard to come by sometimes. Snowboarding hurts a lot? You mean like falling? This guy didn't even react to getting shot in the back. Oh, this is not for me. I'm sorry. I have a harpoon in my arm. These are really scary. Hide behind your shield. Oh, I really can't believe I didn't dodge that. Poof. That guy was about to blast me with lightning from the heavens. Karma for my cheap playstyle. Yeah, both of them, when like I think about like what like an accident looks like, there's like a lot of downside. He's a hell of a shot. See that frost proc? Went from 700 to like 1200 damage there. Yeah, I feel like you wreck ankles and like knees a lot. It is cool though. The coolest thing about skiing is like or snowboarding is like the togetherness. You know what I mean? Like everyone goes for the weekend. The whole time you're just kind of having fun during the day, having fun during the night. That's like a nice way to spend a weekend. A lot of respect for that. What's that like really well-known? There's no good fall going near vertical down a mountain. What's that really like well-known, like Utah/Californian ski area that people drive to that you can't like fly to? What's that called? I've heard it a million times. I can't think of what it is right now. Like the classic California ski area. Tahoe, that's the one, yeah. I like snowboarding to keep the feet together and can often control the fall. Is Tahoe in Utah or California or something? Is Utah even bordering California? Is Tahoe in California? Isn't it like just over a state line for another one? The lake is mostly in Nevada? Okay. That was in Tahoe? Wasn't like, weren't the Corleones built like based in like the East Coast? Even in Godfather 2? I guess they really wanted to get away. There's actually like no one ever in Hollywood ever who had a career like John Cazale. Like nobody. The guy does not miss. What does someone's life turn out like that if he actually lives? I mean, it's like hard to maintain that pace that he had. I think he had like 3 Best Pictures in 5 years, movies he was in. Deer Hunter. Godfather. Wasn't he in Serpico too? Or Dog Day Afternoon? There's other ones too. Is it like The Conversation or something? He was like in a bunch of like basically everything he was in was successful. I think I'm wrong about Serpico. But yeah, Dog Day Afternoon. You guys know I'm here? I'm actually just wandering around aimlessly. This level is so ridiculous. It's huge. I killed like 2 out of the 3 rocks. I need to get to the top part of the fortified manor again. I missed some stuff there. I gotta remember how I got there. I kind of vaguely remember. Dog Day, Deer Hunter, Godfather 2, I think was the 3. There might have been some other ones. Nick, where did you mostly go skiing? I've actually never seen that movie either. The Conversation and Thief are 2 movies that I've really been meaning to watch lately, which I haven't watched. Okay, I remember seeing this. Okay, so we're getting some closure here. A full loop. Gotta reset my teleport, hold on. Andy, how are those thighs doing? Still hard? Think we should unwrap them? Okay. Yeah, that's an insane run of movies. They're giving me so many smithing stones. Often that happens. We're thawing chicken thighs. It's real kinky. If you catch my drift. All right. That's basically what's going on here, yeah. How do I get to those guys? Here and then up? Oh boy, hey buddy. The torch makes me feel more comfortable. How do I get to this guy? Is that what the closed captioning says? Shit. No one tell Sergey Brin. I'm gonna get in trouble. Eric Schmidt. Bezos. Alright, how many of these guys are gonna hit in one shot? What do you think? I think I can get 4 here. Oh. Oh, that feels good. Guardian's Sword-Spear. Over there is where that loot was. Yeah. I agree with that. Blast me. Alright. That was close. Like, I don't really know what he does with his time, but he seems to be like having a good time. He seems to be having a good one at that, at least. That's all you can ask for. I think it was earlier than that. Like, isn't he like not even 60 now? I think he's like mid-50s. I think he stepped down to like 51, 52, being like, I don't think this business can grow much more. I'm starting to chill. I'm not sure. Godfrey, eh? Boy, am I not ready for a boss fight. Am I dead? Not a whole lot of ramp up to that one, was there? Oh, there's a stake? Yes. We're doing great. Wait. My soul's out here? No? It's really slow timing. Oh. I gotta roll. I need to heal. I'm in big trouble. Better try next time, Godfrey. Wicked. I added some new 7 TV emotes, Vulgar. Did you happen to notice that? I did a little browsing and added 5 or 6 more today. I'm hoping some of them will gain your favor. I don't know that one. The thing I was remarking upon earlier today when I was adding new emotes was like, there's a difference in emotes that work on their own and emotes that like work if you like know about streaming culture. Like some of them are like references to like people, you know what I mean? That like you have to know about like live stream fails and everything to like appreciate. I'm not such a fan of that part. Why isn't it working? Maybe because I haven't reset the stream since it doesn't work it doesn't work on my OBS. Maybe because I haven't reset the stream since I added them. But yeah, I'm a big fan of that one. That was actually suggested by Bluestin. I don't think I should go this way yet. I should explore these other parts first. You should post that every day. That and chatting is like what you should say hello with. Oh, whoops. Yeah, that's fine. That's the 1-2 punch. I'm here and it's time to talk about something. Why do they say this is something incredible? There's something here. Am I getting trolled? Hell yeah. I wish those. Oh, hopefully they'll show up to me. Hopefully they'll show up for me tomorrow when I relog. I don't like not seeing those emotes. I put all this time into right-clicking them. It was really hard. Hey. What's up, bruv? They're really giving us a lot of upgrade goods here. Up and then the ladder's there. I got it. So did I take like an alternate route here and I could have gone through the castle? Oh, also, can you... Dead end ahead, got it. I have 5 slots for animated emotes once I hit my threshold. Like ones that are like mine. Do you have any like finishing touches or anything you want to do in any of the ones that you've made? We should talk about that this weekend or something. Well, not this weekend, but we should talk about that sometime soon. Regression alone reveals secrets. Like which ones of those I could which ones of those I should maybe use for the animated GIFs? Because I really only want to do stuff that's like me. I don't want to like try to create some sort of animated character or something. I mean, maybe. Or just like size or things like that. Just ones that you think you're happy with, we should use. I have to review them. It's been a while since I looked at them. What has happened? Is there an invisible man in here? Does that guy have a shield? No. Okay, give him the business then. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I really thought I rolled out of that. I mean, yeah, I have up to 5 slots. I don't have to use all 5 slots immediately. But, you know. There's an artist slot with your name on it. How do I get this guy? He's so fast. Area of gold. I think ones like that are like too zoomed out. They have to be really like big and clear and obvious, you know what I mean? Like look at the way that looks on my screen. It's too, I don't know. That's the kind of thing I mean. They need to be like, because like look, if you like open up Twitch, look at people's like thumbnails on the side, the left of the screen about who's online. Some of those things are good pictures, but they just don't work because people can't read them from a distance. It has to be really, really big and clear. Like, I wonder if that one zoomed in might be too much movement to work. But let's talk about it. Let's look at which ones are like we can review. So what did I come over here for? That one night? Let's double click on this on Monday. I love using that phrase. I just want to zoom in on this real quick. Alright, so this is a dead end. Unless I want to drop down there. Go in the chimney like Santa Claus. There are so many parts of this level I had not even seen yet. Look how beautiful these towers are. Okay, wait. From here, I could jump onto this thing and get that loot. Unless I die. I think this is how I do it. Whee! So you drop from here to here. Here's the base of this Giga Spear, but I think it's really here. You go and you jump here, right? Nice. Well, now I'm back here, though. That's okay. Is this new? It is new. I've only been here... I only looked at this on the side, I think. That one has potential. It's got really good... It's really got a good... It's got really good movement to it. That could work too. So I haven't been here before. I gotta heal here. I'm dead. Nope, he missed that. Holy shit, I don't know how he missed that. That guy is wearing the same basic mask that you wear in Baldur's Gate 3. This mask here. Look at this mask. Omen's Smirk. Increases strength. Nice. Okay, so let's get a close-up here. Let's take a look at this mask. See that? You see that? Now, let's go back in time to this time last year. Can you see this? Where in the video is that? If we get the proper web boots on my boy. This was a good game for thumbnails. It's so cinematic. So many cutscenes. Not quite as easy with Elden Ring. Here. Yeah. It's the same mask, basically. Looks so funny on top of like the Dragonkin's head. We're getting some back. We're looking pretty similar there. Okay, sorry. It's so similar. Give me back my brain helm. Thank you. Soon, yeah. I was overdue to mess that hair up there. 100%. I'm just trying to make it look like a normal hairline. It's not always easy. It's constantly a struggle. Lionel. Oh, the Tubbo. Nice. Deathbed dress. Slowly replenishes the HP of nearby allies, but not of the wearer. That's wild. That's like a summoning ash specialization gear. $25,500 for a level. $1,700. So when I first got back from Japan, you said you were working some job with like 12-hour days. Was that like, did I read that correctly? God damn. That guy's not that scary. So I came from there. Like, including commuting, or like you're literally working 12 hours? That can't be right. Okay, so I can jump down here, and there's also a ladder over here. Do I need to kick down this ladder? No, it's here. Dude, I don't know where I've been anymore. Like, I don't even know anymore, dude. Like, where am I? Is this the place where the finger boys are? I think it is. This is not hard, that's good. I see you. Oh my god, who is that at? He's so fast. I've been here before. Okay, what are we doing? I've been to all these places. I was there. I've been up there. I climbed the dragon a little bit. I've been up the staircase. Is there a treat over there? How do I get to that treat? If I sprint up, can I use my horsey? No. Oh yeah. Oh no. Obviously some secret from over here. A little balcony? No. No secret here. You have like a nurse's schedule, basically. Like 4 hardcore days, then more time off. What do nurses do? Like 5 on, 5 off or something? Yeah. I understand the reasons why that's good. You know what I mean? Like... Yeah, I understand the reasons that's good. You know what I mean? Like, days where you work 8-hour days, you work enough of the day that it's all-consuming, but not enough that it's all-consuming. If you kind of like just at least double down on that. The same way that everyone always says that like 2 days off is never enough. I think 2 comments is the most efficient way to kill that guy. Not as much rock sling does damage wise. I think, yeah, I agree for sure. Everyone always says like the weekend, you need basically a 3-day weekend to actually have some rest time anyway. If you want to have any sort of social life or anything. What time is it there? I guess it's too late for you to reach out to your family today. Well, good luck with all that tomorrow. I don't know how fully you've been avoiding her for 6 to 7 months, but I hope it works out. So I'm back here. This is now open. This is the fortified manor. Oh, there's a range on that. Interesting. I didn't know that. Oh, nice try, bud. Yeah. Hopefully there'll always be other people to look for, to look to talk to. Alright, back inside the fortified manor. Now how do I get to the upper floors? How did I get here before? Up there, maybe? Did I climb the tree? I feel like I'm doing like Dr. Seuss poems right now or something. Up there is one of the ways I got there initially. What about there and then up there? Can I do that? This looks good. Okay. Okay, nice, made it back. Okay, don't fall down this time. Excuse me. This is my home base. You're not welcome. Where's this? That's where the 2 fingers were. Have I been in here before? Yeah, those 2 fingers must be up here, right? Coated sword. Only faith scaling. Hidden sword once granted to the tarnished of the round table by the 2 fingers. A formless cipher comprises this blade, which deals holy damage no shield can repel. Wow. Champions would gather at the round table hold in days long past when the 2 fingers were masters of oration, their flesh yet full of vigor. That's actually super cool. What time is it? 5:30? Now I can read all the scrolls so that he'll give me a weird look. Yeah, it's hard to break that cycle. I think usually you just have to remove yourself from the circumstance. Fortunately. I think when people have like a certain approach, they never will stop it. Or even if they do, it's not worth like trying all that time to try to fix it. Sometimes it's hard to like get a relationship to grow past a certain dynamic. Anything's possible, but not anything is likely. Fortunately. Have I fought these guys already? Yes, I have. Okay, so I'm starting to get some ideas of places I've already been to. Erdtree Sanctuary, Western Capital, Divine Bridge. Do I want to go here and keep climbing upwards? I kind of want to check this part out here. This guy again. Oh, nice dodge. Getting juked. Oh! Okay, bud. Okay, that's not what I'm looking for. Where does this go? I'm vaguely familiar with this. And then I went down here before and I didn't progress forward this way. This is where the gargoyle was. So I did go up here. I have been up this way. Maybe I climbed that other branch. This is the way I got up to Godfrey. I haven't been up this way. I see a little treat down there. I did not. Oh. Nice tanky. Really skillful. We're really outplaying these dudes. So I don't think I fully explored those upper levels. Looks like I took the back way up. Look, there's an entry into the tree. I never saw that before. So it's from here, this is the way in. So I feel like all this stuff I still haven't adequately explored, if you can. His body's not disappearing. Raises defense and HP's at maximum? No, thank you. That's pretty nerdy. What? Oh, there's another Coliseum here? So is it like unlocked now? Are you asking is it easy for me to tie a tie? Oh yeah. I don't think I do it perfectly, but if it's been like a year or two, maybe watching a video on it, just do a 4-in-hand knot. 4-in-hand knot is easy and it looks good. Some people try to do like a half Windsor or like a full Windsor or something crazy like that. It's too complicated. It just like doesn't look good without a lot of like retries. Just do a 4-in-hand and just make sure that the knot is as straight as possible. You'll have to like experiment with what length the left side is usually. It's one of those things where as long as you do it well and take care with each step, doable. Okay, gone to the Coliseum. Covered this. It's like in the riding the bike category, you know? Kind of comes back easily once you've done it a couple times. There's a certain amount of times you need to do it, but then once you've done it a certain amount of times, it's not hard after that. That's what I find, at least. Oh, interesting. I never actually noticed before. This is actually a really important dynamic that I never noticed before. That you don't take stamina damage from like running or rolling if you're not in combat. It just lets you kind of speed around. What a great idea. What are you gonna feel like a news anchor when you're in a suit? That's a good use of toasted. You don't hear that enough. Looking like Walter Cronkite. I'm about to get stabbed. This is bad. Really funny. So what is the grace that I found up here? It's a line from that 70s show. Pretty funny. Actually, that show actually was underrated. There was like some comedies of that era that were kind of considered like really whatever, but they're actually pretty funny. I think one of like the all-time most like one of the weirdest casting jobs in like TV history or movie history was thinking that Ashton Kutcher should play Steve Jobs in that Steve Jobs biopic. Like, what part of being Kelso prepares you for being Steve Jobs? That's so funny. It's not like there's a little bit of like a resemblance. A little bit. But that show is funny once in a while. Like when they're like, I don't know, when they're all getting stoned in the basement, that's pretty funny. Those are always good segments. Another random show that like was not that big, but whenever I watched it, which is very rarely, it was always like, this is actually pretty good, was My Name is Earl. With Jason Lee and Jamie, whatever her name was, the Margot Robbie lookalike. That was an underrated show. I mean, they cast him for it, but like, it's less about the look and more of like the attitude. And like I can't think of anyone who's like who seems less like Steve Jobs than Ashton Kutcher. I'm not hating on him. But like think what his persona was when he was popular. That stream says, I don't know, some things like that kind of matter. Like whereas the other movie, I forget who wrote it. I think it was probably Aaron Sorkin. But the other one was like had Michael Fassbender. Michael Fassbender like screams like meticulous, like difficult behavior. Like whether you're David the android or like whatever role you're playing, he plays a difficult, like obsessive guy really well. Even if he doesn't look like Steve Jobs. Michael Fassbender's a good actor, I think. Is it like an appropriately good career, but not like a crazy huge one? I think I've been down here already, right? I feel like I've done this before. The thing to do is go up in the Erd Tree Sanctuary. God, it's like a... Okay. Yeah, okay, that's the dead end. Remember this? So there's parts of this town along here, which I don't feel I got a chance to look at. So where is the entry to all that, I wonder? This map is actually in some ways so good and also so ghetto. This whole part I feel like I haven't touched. Anyway, I'll go back up. Erd Tree Sanctuary, look around a little bit more. I feel like I'm getting close to time to stop for today. How do I get to the second level? Free branch? Where does that lead you? So you can't jump on this part. Try right and then try left. I think you have to get this outside. Okay, pretty fair. They're explaining to me quite well. I actually think there's like so many things about these games that I find so heartwarming. Like everyone's suffering together, but like enabled by the developers to talk to each other and like commiserate, and to build that into the story, I think is really special. The first rule of thumb, never do the committal drop until you have to. Oh, baby. Yeah. It is nice, right? And if you have a life where you do it all the time, you're kind of like, you're a little bit closer to being an Ubermensch in some ways. Bird tree bow. If you give those things to a cleric, it opens up the spells, but if you don't get the spells in New Game Plus, you basically have to get them again. Yeah, it's true. It's not moving at all. It's had a while to kind of sort itself. Weak foe ahead and strong foe ahead. That implies there's probably a strong foe ahead. What do you think? 2 strong foe ahead and 1 weak foe ahead. How many level ups do I have? We're good. Oh, this guy, motherfucker. Oh. Okay, how do I beat these guys again? Night Comet spam, right? Oh, don't my shield out. Oh. Tommy's in trouble. Okay, the key is to be patient. Ow. Oh. Yeah, stay in range. Okay. Alright. One of those guys was like a one-on-one fight in the jail, and it was like horrifying. Those Black Knife Assassins, especially in really small rooms, are just a horrifying foe. Horrifying. The smaller the room, the harder the fight. That's like the 4th time I fought that guy. The first time, like, they didn't even do anything. I just hit him from range. The second time was inside, like, a church altar area, and he destroyed me. And the third time was Everjail. No lovable sword ahead, but whole. Yeah, they're pretty hard. The key is the same key has been the entire game, which is just to, like, every time you think you have an opportunity to attack, don't take it. Make sure you actually have enough time to attack and not get annihilated. Grants greater blessing to self and nearby allies. Man, the faith builds are getting just everything. Not only do I get easy spells that make the game cheap, I also get abused by strangers. Actually, that's just kidding. I haven't got abused by strangers that often. Okay, so I don't feel like I should do this yet. I think maybe I'll leave this for tomorrow or whenever I play next. I think it's probably time to stop. I have a lot more of this town I feel like I should explore. And this looks like a cool big fight. Maybe I should leave that. Maybe you should. Maybe you shouldn't, but maybe you should. It's called a pocket square. Not called a napkin. much is that? 70? How many thousand is that? 47,000. I'll probably cash that in before the next level. But for now, that's enough for today. Yeah, it's called the accessory slot. Every gamer knows that.